You know what's funny? People think the hardest part of rebuilding after a collapse is getting that first client again. But it's not. The hardest part is firing them. Because when you've lost everything, every client feels sacred. Every dollar feels like oxygen. And every yes feels like survival. My name is Olaziga. I once built a 7-figure company, raised over $21 million in investment capital, and lost it all. When I started over, I wasn't chasing millions anymore. I was chasing clarity, integrity, something sustainable. And that's when this story happened. They were my first real client after the collapse. The first person who didn't know me personally, who still decided to trust me. Not my brother, not a friend, a complete stranger who said, "Let's work together." It meant a lot. It was proof that maybe my work still had value, that maybe I wasn't done. It started simple: automation, consulting, a few calls, a clear goal. Then the little things started. "Hey, can you jump on a quick 15-minute call?" You already know how that story goes. 15 minutes became 45. 45 became an hour. And 1 hour became every week. They wanted more ideas, more tweaks, more help, but never more commitment. And I kept saying yes. Because I felt grateful, because I didn't want to seem difficult, because they were my first clients. But deep down, I knew this wasn't growth anymore, it was guilt. One morning, I opened my calendar and half my week was gone. Not producing, not building, just managing that one relationship. I wasn't serving them anymore, I was babysitting their indecision. And that's when it hit me. Loyalty to the one client is disloyalty to your mission. When the project finally ended, I took a breath. A few weeks later, they came back and said, "Hey, I'd love to work with you again." And in that moment, everything inside me shifted. Because my price has gone up, my boundaries had gone up, and my peace had become non-negotiable. So I said, "I appreciate it, but I don't have availability right now." And I was quiet. Then I hung up and I felt it. Relief. The guilt was gone, the noise was gone, the space was open again. For the first time since the collapse, I felt like a leader again, not a survivor. Here's what I've learned from that moment. Lesson 1. Boundaries are the first system. You can automate a process, but you can't automate respect. If you don't define your boundaries, people will define them for you. Lesson 2. Price is a filter. Raising my price wasn't greed, it was clarity. It instantly separated the curious from the committed. Your price tells people how serious they need to be to work with you. Lesson 3. Leadership requires letting go. Leadership isn't keeping everyone happy, it's guiding the right people well and releasing the rest with respect. You can build freedom on guilt. You can only build it on standards. After that day, everything changed. Not because I got more clients, but because I got better ones. People who respected my time, who valued my work, who didn't need to be convinced. They were already ready. And I realized you don't need more clients, you need aligned ones. The ones who multiply your energy instead of draining it. If you're rebuilding right now and you're scared to let go that one client who drains you, this is your permission slip. Fire them. Raise your price, reclaim your time. That's not arrogance, that's leadership. Because firing your first client isn't betrayal, it's leadership. And leadership is the first step to freedom. And that's what we build inside the Coaching Scaling Lab. Systems that protect your time, automations that multiply your energy, and standards that rebuild your freedom. Join the lab, reclaim your time, rebuild your legacy. I'm Olaziga, and this is how I learned that boundaries are the real beginning of freedom.